We're gonna go and get it.
Hello people of the internet, friends, followers, viewers, whatever you want to call yourselves. I decided spontaneously that I'm gonna vlog for a bit. I think maybe to Wednesday. Today is Monday. I just got home from school a little bit ago. Feeling kind of, as you can see, a little a little messy, a little disorganized, but I am gonna take a minute for myself. I'm gonna clean up my room. It was a very good day. Feeling a little stressed, a little overwhelmed, and it's suddenly raining now that I got home, which is, you know, you spend all day at school, and it was actually a really good day at school, and then you get out and it just started to rain, and it was very annoying, because if not, I would probably be going for a run, going for a walk, or at least looking out at not rain. It's dark skies and all the above. But I was gonna vlog this morning, and then I didn't realize that I was planning to do that until I was ready to leave for school. Then it didn't make sense to pick up the camera because I'd be gone for, you know. So, hello. I'm hoping I can get in the routine of vlogging more, like working up to vlogging my weeks and just being like used to doing it like I was at one point, but I'm feeling so much better. Honestly, this weekend I got my last video and I filmed all day Saturday, so I have another video to go up, and I'm feeling back to normal a little bit. I have a little less pressure on me, a little less things going on, which is always so good. Feels good to not be overwhelmed 100% of the time. But like I mentioned, I'm gonna start slow, clean up my room, change. I do not want to be in this. I am you know when you just get home and you're just like all of a sudden so uncomfortable in your clothes that you've worn all day without any problems, but you're just like, they need to come off now. I'm feeling that. But I'm gonna put on an outfit that I can go walking in after dinner, because I've been really looking forward to walks, which is like a good thing. I would prefer if it was a run. I would prefer a nice run around the neighborhood, but honestly, I walk fast enough, I'm still getting exercise, and I'm looking forward to doing it, so I'm very happy about that. For so long, I would put it off because I didn't want to do it. Like, I wasn't excited to go, and I kind of dreaded running, so I'd like push everything off, or I'd make excuses like, I just have way too much work to do, I can't do it today, like I'll get it in tomorrow. And you know, it just didn't feel good because I didn't want to do it. But now I'm excited. I'm like looking forward to going out and doing that and taking a break. And I've also found this really good podcast over like, maybe the last day or two. At first I was listening to, I have like influencers I follow on YouTube and Instagram, like their podcast, which is, you know, I kind of like jumped around, listened to good episodes from all of them, but they weren't really anything too great. But in the car, if I'm going for like an extended period of time, or like this morning I have late arrival, so I go and get breakfast, and I was listening to this podcast, and it's about people who have power and how they came to get that power, and it's very, very interesting. So politicians, people of high authority, it talks about their background. This morning I listened to one on Bernie Sanders, and listened to his whole story, and it interviews people who know him really well, kind of like, but they're not biased, like they're like his best friend. They're people who, like reporters who followed them around, or someone who kind of like followed his story for a long time, or had a close connection, maybe a coworker or something like that. So it's very, very intriguing because there's so much more to a person's story than is portrayed in, I hate saying this, but like the media, because it's very short, like targeted pieces of information that you'll see, and not like the whole background. Which is very, very, I love listening about that. And I also listened to Joe Biden's and Kamala Harris's, and I learned a lot about them as people too. And I'd love to even listen to people I don't necessarily align with a lot of the time. People I definitely differ from in opinion. So I really want to do that, but first I'm gonna listen to some music, clean up my room, change, and then I have class tomorrow too. I do have classes tomorrow. We do have school throughout the week. I have 2 classes tomorrow that I have to do some work for. We have a math test, which is worth like a whole quarter grade, but that's another topic. And then I have some anatomy homework I have to do. So I'm hoping to get one of those done. And then I have an Interact meeting, which I'm very excited for. It was 3 weeks since we had our last one because we had to push it a week. And I'm so excited. So we have that at 4:30, but I do have about an hour, so off we go. Okay, so I played myself just a wee bit there. I kept convincing myself, I'm like, oh, I don't have like much to do, just a little homework before a meeting. Didn't realize I am the president of this club and I will be running the meeting. And I always put an agenda together when I wake up in the morning. As I wake up pretty early, I decide to do it before school just because then it's out for the day and I share it with everyone. And sometimes I slack a little bit and I do it a little bit before. And I knew I'd be home before after school because I didn't have anything else after school. But then I totally blanked and forgot about it. So I got our agenda ready and I have an idea of what we're doing during the meeting. But I was so ready to just jump on that call without without a plan in mind, I guess. That would have been really interesting. Just going for it. I'm so glad I didn't have to wing it like that. Just because I forgot, because that would have been so bad. I wasn't even thinking about it. It's not like I ran out of time. However, I got that done in actually a very good time. That was surprisingly good time. And then I got a little bit of my homework done, but I'm about to call Eva. We always do a little catch up before our meetings and then join that and we'll see how it goes. We have some new fun things in mind. It's like a community service oriented club. I love it. And I'm one of the leaders, so it's really fun to be able to like kind of pick and choose and find new things, new opportunities to show members and get everyone involved and have fun. I know that was like an annoying pitch, but I really do enjoy it, so I was glad. Even like just making the meetings, it's just fun. So yeah, that's the plan for right now. Let's call Eva and see. We have really a tough time getting everyone to find a time that works because there is no perfect time. So we have people like rushing from all different places. Oh, that's Mom. That was not Eva who I just called. Let's see. Hey, I'm vlogging again.
Hello.
Okay, I'll put them on. I'm back. I went for a quick walk. It was extremely nice. It was actually, it wasn't bad temperature-wise. It was kind of actually warm in sweatpants, so that's a good sign. And no one was out. It was very peaceful. Perfect. I am a little bit stressed. We're having Wi-Fi problems at the moment, and I just feel a little overwhelmed as well. Don't I always? I had this problem last week where I was really struggling with everything because I felt kind of like, I don't know how to really describe it. I felt kind of like out of touch, out of touch with reality. Like I just wasn't like thinking, this is really hard to describe, but I wasn't feeling like in it. I was feeling kind of like with like a little bit of a haze, I guess, if that makes sense. Like I wasn't feeling like in touch with everything going on around me. And it was actually really annoying because I like was having trouble like staying on top of things, like reminding myself to do certain things. And even though I was like making lists, like I still didn't like feel like I had to go to school tomorrow or I had like class or whatever it may be. So that was annoying, but I'm hoping it doesn't start again because it was just really not a fun time. So I do have my anatomy work left, which it's like 20 minutes of work and I just haven't been able to finish it yet. So I have that, and then I have one other thing from one of my other classes and like a few random things I have to get done tonight. So not too bad, but I still have to have dinner at some point, which I figure I'm gonna do now because I don't need Wi-Fi to eat. So I'm gonna do that, I think, and kind of recenter myself. That's the plan. Oh, other thing. Okay, this is a little more. I need to push you down somewhere. Let's see. This is a quick discussion. So, in the meantime, this is what kind of threw me off. Initially, I didn't know why that didn't come to mind. But I have been struggling with one of my classes for a few weeks. Not like the work we have to do, but grade-wise. Our teacher a few weeks ago changed how our grading system works. So it was more centered around certain assignments, which were like weighted heavier. and it did not help me out at all. Like, I lost 6 points. So my grade originally was A minus and I went to a B, which of course like isn't cool. And I was like, oh my god, like what happened? Because I didn't realize before she told us what happened. And I was like the first one to ask, so she responded and told me all of that I just told you. And I was kind of like, oh, that's like really annoying. Like, I really wish this didn't happen like right now in the middle of the quarter. But she assured me like I still had like assignments I could turn in and like work I could do to get my grade back up. And she graded all those today, and like I did well on them. I didn't get like perfect scores, but I did well. I got A's in all of them. And it's only raised 2 points. This was 2 other assignments that we did. And then there was also an extra credit assignment, and I did that. It took me about 2 hours. That was the last thing that was entered, and it didn't help my grade at all. So I was very annoyed with that. That was before I went for my walk. And so I'm kind of trying to figure out how to navigate that. I really don't want to have like a conversation per se about it, but I think it's necessary. I don't know what that's gonna look like. Maybe tomorrow I stop by and say something and just kind of talk it out. But that happened. I was kind of really disappointed about that because I do have A's in all my other classes. And at my school, if you have all A's, then you're high honors, A's and B's honors, and so on. It's not necessarily about that, it's just that I'm doing well in all my other classes, and this one's holding me back because of the grading change. Because if it was like it is right now, and I got a really bad grade on one of the assignments that's pulling me down, I would have redid it when I had that option. But then when it changed, I didn't want to go back and do that. I'd rather focus my efforts on what I was told could help me, and it didn't. So that's a little bit of information that is kind of annoying me right now. Just so you're aware, and maybe you can relate. Maybe you have other things like that going on personally. But yeah, not too happy about that. So that was what kind of made me feel not so good. Yeah, let's do dinner now. At this point, the world is just giving me content and things to talk about because my Wi-Fi is just not working anymore. And I live in an area with like minimal to no cell service, so my phone's just not even functioning. Having a great time currently. I got done my work for the other class. I just had to study for a test, which was, I made it work with all paper, but it wasn't the best. I'm not really concerned because our teacher told us that it was going to be easier than the quizzes, and I did well in the quizzes. So hopefully it follows through with that. However, I still have to finish the anatomy homework that I have like 10 minutes left of, which is not a bad thing because if worst comes to worst, I can do it sometime tomorrow morning. However, I was hoping to use like a hotspot and just finish that quickly, but it's a video, and I just know the video is not gonna load. To answer questions about the video, and I know the video is not gonna load, and it's just gonna like use $3,000 worth of service. So yeah, that's where we're at right now. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. I have a list of other things to do, but in this day and age, of course, they all require technology, as in Wi-Fi, which is something I currently don't have to offer. Sort of frustrated because it's not even like I can relax all that much. Like, what am I supposed to read a book? Like, oh no. That's pretty much it. It's just like a bunch of random like school things I need to get done. So I think right now I'm gonna clean up a little bit because I went crazy looking for those math things, and then make a list of to do for my classes at school. Make a list of assignments that I still have to do. I'm not alone. All my friends have been receiving slowly their text as they're coming through, and they're sort of getting my responses, I think, but the conversation has been so slow and unsteady. So that is a little status update, but yeah. This is so embarrassing, but I still haven't finished my anatomy work, so I like need to spend like 5 minutes to just finish it finally. And then I have 2 more things I'm gonna do. I have to send an email to that teacher I've been having a little bit of an issue with grading with. I decided that was the best bet and to have a discussion or find a time to have a discussion at a later point. But it's been bothering me. It's definitely been stressing me out and just like kind of annoying me because I thought I was doing so good and then this kind of happened. And love school, love grades, love how it's grade oriented. And then hopefully I can get into bed because I'm tired and I just feel like I've had a very long day today. Looking forward to tomorrow. Tomorrow's actually a very busy day. School, I have a few meetings, I have some things after school, and then we have a tidal waves meeting at normal time, 7 o'clock tomorrow night, and in person, so very excited for that. Hopefully I can get myself in a better place for that tomorrow. I still don't really feel like myself again. I'm not sure what it really is. I think it's just because I don't really have a routine and I'm so much more relaxed on the days that I don't have to go to school. So I kind of treat it as more of like a weekend sort of. I think I do a lot of work, but like I don't go to bed at like probably when I should, and I kind of am more relaxed on my days. I'm not stress-free. Like I'm still doing a lot of work. I still have like some stress from school, but it's nothing compared to like actually going to school and having to deal with all those things. So I think that's probably more the reason why, because I just haven't felt like myself actually get into a routine in so long. And the weeks have just been weird too. Like they just keep changing. Like this week is a short week. We have Friday off, and then there's been a few weeks in the past we've had February break in the middle of that, and now we're going into April break. So I definitely don't think I will be getting into a routine, which just, it's so annoying. I just feel like everything's always changing on me and just continually overwhelmed with my schedule because nothing is staying the same, nothing is stagnant. So it's always just such a pain to remember everything. And I always feel like I've tried really hard to remember everything and not forget about something, and that's just the reality of the world today. But before I talk any longer, my work that I've been working on for a long time is calling, so good morning, everyone. As you can see, the sun is still rising. I've been sitting at my desk doing work, of course, but it was nice. Got a little bit ahead for today, got some things done that I didn't yesterday, and as you can tell, I'm already in a better mood. I think I was just overwhelmed, and then with the Wi-Fi and that whole grading situation, I just deteriorated quickly, but we're back. We're doing good. I'm about to go get ready. I really should be starting to do that now, but haven't. And then just get dressed and get ready for the day. I do have 2 tests, my first 2 classes at school, so I'm kind of dreading that, but after that it should be fine. So yes, off we go. I really am gonna regret wearing this, but we're only at school 2 days a week, and might as well make an impression, right? Da, 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 da. It is, I can't really move my arms anywhere, but that's all right. I've been wanting to wear this forever. I got this for my birthday, and I've worn it out like maybe once or twice with friends. But you know, like I said, we're only at school 2 days a week. Today is practically Friday, so why not? Yeah, I'm a little constricted. Let's put some cologne on. I am a little bit late this morning. I should be upstairs getting my lunch and other things ready to go for school, but I've been very slow. I've been kind of taking my time this morning, but I feel really good again, so hopefully it doesn't wear off by the end of the day like yesterday, because I did start on a very good note. But we're gonna have a good day, and we're gonna go and get these tests done and look good doing it. Also, these pants are so tight. Every time I wear them, I end up like feeling awful. Like my gut just like hurts. So hopefully that's not the case today. We're gonna go and get it. Hello everyone. I just got home from school and it was a good day. It was a good day. I said that about yesterday too, earlier on in the day, but it was actually a very, very nice day. I had 2 tests and I did really well in both of them, so that makes me feel so good. It was such a stress, just relieved. Like, it wasn't like anything that was like stressing me out like content wise about the test. It was more of just like having to take them and like feeling like I'm gonna get a bad grade, not that I didn't know what I was doing, if that makes sense. Like I was gonna make a stupid mistake. There was that. Other than that, not really much happened. I had a little conversation about this grade I'm trying to change, and I just have to do a little bit of work and hopefully get that changed. And other than that, my grades, I'm so grateful for how they turned out. I mean, proud, grateful, like it just like, it felt like a good combination of circumstances, because I don't feel like it's really been any different than other quarters. Not like I tried much harder, but I think it was just like a good mix of assignments, tests, and effort on my part, and we made it really good. I am home. I'm home in my bedroom, and I think the move is I really need to clean my car. I feel like I did it not too long ago, but there's been a lot of eating happening in the car just because there isn't like a whole lot to do. So like food is like a major thing to take part in. So crumbs and just stuff like that, and all the like trash. Like I'm not a hoarder like that. But just like it needs good vacuum, a little scrub like on the, holy moly, is it the windshield? No, the windshield, oh my god, the dashboard. A little scrub on the dashboard and the like in the cup holder, stuff like that. So I think I'm gonna go do that. And I was listening to that podcast again. Let me look to see what the name of it is, because I was listening to AOC's episode and I like it. I mean, I'm listening to people like I politically agree with, I don't, and people I like, people I don't like, because it's very interesting. So it looks like a little bit like that. It's just called Who Is, and there isn't a ton of them though. I don't know if I've been like too invested, that I've listened to too many of them too soon, or there just like isn't a whole lot of good ones. But then there's also ones about like events or like movements too, so not like people. So those could be interesting as well, but I want to get through like the people that I have like a little bit of interest in, that I actually like kind of really know who they are, or I think I know who they are. So just go do that, change, and then I have to bring my sister to practice, and I want to come back and take my walk and get a little homework done, because we do have our meeting at 7, our tidal waves meeting. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So not a bad plan for this afternoon. I do have quite a bit of work. Yeah. Yeah, so there we are. Trying to delete the ones that... There. Aki. Hi everyone. So I'm a little short on time, but I'm getting ready to go. And you know, it's gonna be a fun meeting. I hope we have a tidal waves meeting. We're together and I'm excited, and it's gonna be a good time, and I just gotta get ready to go. As you can tell by my appearance, I just showered because I was feeling kind of like gross and tired, and I don't know, I'm starting to feel like yesterday again. So I was like, nope, not happening, nope. And jumped in the shower after doing some homework, but I still have so much left, and it's like due tomorrow, so I have to do it tonight. But it will be fun, it'll be good like refresher to be there. So I'm not mad about the meeting. I just like wish I was a little more on top of my things. I'm getting texts now. And then I will be off. Yeah, so that's the plan for tonight. It goes until about 8:30, so after that, I just really have to hunker down on the homework. Hello, everyone. So it is, of course, a good bit later. I think it's just after 10 now. Had a very good meeting. I, once again, just feeling really good, really happy. I do have a lot of homework, which is not really adding on to that. If anything, it's taking away from that. But I'm gonna do it now. I'm gonna get it done. I'm just gonna focus on it, get it done, go to bed. I can sleep in a little bit tomorrow and go from there. Yeah, so I still have, I really didn't get anything done before I left, now that I think of it, so that's really not great on my part, but you know, we're gonna figure it out. That is what I can do, at least. So that's just get to bed at some point, hopefully, maybe. That's really the mission here.